Hello everyone. In today's video, I'll be talking about the story of how Kartikeya killed Tarkasur. This story is from the second chapter of Shiv Puran called Rudra Samhita, and it explains how Kartikeya was born. It talks about his battle with Tarkasur and how eventually he managed to kill the demon. Let's start with who exactly was Tarkasur. Tarkasur was a very ferocious demon whose father was also a very strong Raksha called Vajranka. And as per Hindu mythology, Asurs and Devtas have always been constantly in battle with each other, and Vajranka prayed to Lord Brahma and asked for a boon that he should have a son who could defeat Indra, who was the king of all Devtas. And after severe penance, Brahma was impressed by his tapasya and he granted him the boon that he will have a son called Tarkasur who would be able to defeat all the gods in battle. Later, once Tarkasur was born, he also started immense prayers and meditations towards Brahma. And Brahma, when was pleased with him, he appeared before him and asked him for a boon. Tarkasur said that he wanted to be immortal. At this request, Brahma said that it was against the laws of nature and he could not grant his wish. The best he could do was to grant him a boon that his death can happen only under a specific circumstance which he can select. Tarkasur thought about it and requested Brahma that he wants a boon that he can only be killed by Shiva's son. And Brahma granted this wish and disappeared. Tarkasur had asked for this boon as he was aware that Shiva had gone into a deep state of meditation after the death of his wife Sati. And Shiva was so saddened by Sati's death that he would not even think about marrying again. So he would not have any children in the future, and this made Tarkasur assume that he was now practically immortal. He was so boldened by his new powers and the boon received from Brahma that he started attacking all the gods and he started destroying the ashrams of the rishis so they could not conduct any yagna and havans to please the gods. Soon the devtas and rishis appeared before Brahma and explained their plight, that how Tarkasur was torturing them and attacking them on a regular basis. Brahma replied that he was helpless in this matter. As per his boon, only a son born of Shiva could kill Tarkasur. Once the gods got to know about this, they got to know that Parvati was born to Himalaya and Mena, and she was an incarnation of Sati. And in this life, she started doing severe penance and tapasya to receive the boon that she will marry Shiva again in this life. But despite the boon received by Parvati, Shiva continued to stay in his deep meditative state. Worried by the rising atrocities of Tarkasur, Brahma sent Kamdev to give rise to desires inside Shiva. So he comes out of his meditation and marries Parvati. Shiva was really angered by getting disturbed by Kamdev and he burnt him to ashes. At this stage, Brahma and Vishnu intervened and explained to him the whole situation and how he needed to come out of his meditation and marry Parvati so the havoc being created by Tarkasur can be put to an end. Shiva finally calmed down and restored Kamdev and agreed to marry Parvati. There is a really interesting tale behind the birth of Kartikeya, which I'll be covering in more details in a separate video. He is addressed by several names like Skand, Kumar, Murugan, but the most popular name is Kartikeya. He got this name Kartikeya as right after birth he was raised by six Kritikas, who were the wives of the seven Saptarishis, and this is the reason why he's always depicted with six heads and six pair of hands. And this is to signify that he was being fed by six of the Kritikas. Once he attained the age of 7 years, he was brought to the home of Lord Shiva in Mount Kailash by Brahma. Here he was given divine weapons by all the gods present and they prepared him for the battle with Tarkasur. Parvati presented him with a spear called Vel, which was embodied with the power of Shakti and could not be countered by any weapon possessed by the demons. After arriving at the battlefield, Veerbhadra, who was the commander of the Ganas of Shiva, asked Kartikeya to stay at the back and told him that he himself would fight with Tarakasur. Veerbhadra was the most ferocious warrior amongst all of Shiva's army, but despite attacking Tarakasur with the strongest weapons he had, it did not seem to have any effect on Tarakasur. This was due to the boon he had received from Brahma that he could not be killed by any warrior except Shiva's son. Veerbhadra soon became unconscious after receiving a strong blow from Veerbhadra's trident. At this stage, Kartikeya entered the battle. Looking at a 7-year-old son of Shiva, Tarakasur started mocking the gods, saying they were shameless for hiding behind a little boy. But the moment he felt the first blow of Kartikeya, he realized that this was no ordinary boy. All his weapons and shields were useless against the powerful Vel, and soon Kartikeya killed Tarakasur. All the gods started rejoicing as they would finally be able to claim their land Swarga, which had been taken over by the demons. And this war was, however, not yet over, as the sons of Tarakasur, called Triparasur, would seek revenge from the gods and would attack them again. But I would cover this story in a separate video. Thanks for watching. Om Namah Shivaya.